Chapter 1. The Legend. The village of Eldertree was nestled beside a vast ancient forest. The villagers spoke in hushed tones about the Whispering Forest, claiming it was haunted by restless spirits. Legend had it that those who ventured too deep into the forest never returned. Despite the warnings, a group of friends decided to explore the forest, seeking adventure and answers to the mystery.
I've always been fascinated by the supernatural. We have to go and see for ourselves.
Lila, the group's leader, convinced her friends, Mark, Jenny, and Sam, to join her on a weekend camping trip into the heart of the Whispering Forest. Armed with camping gear and curiosity, they set off, determined to uncover the truth. Chapter 2. The First Night. The first day of their journey was uneventful. The forest was eerily silent, with only the occasional rustle of leaves breaking the stillness. As night fell, they set up camp and gathered around the fire.
My grandfather used to tell me a story about this place. A witch cursed the forest centuries ago, trapping the souls of anyone who dared enter.
As they settled into their tents, strange noises filled the air. Whispering voices seemed to come from all directions, growing louder and more insistent.
We should follow the voices. They might lead us to something.
The others were hesitant, but despite their fear, curiosity got the better of them, and they ventured deeper into the forest. Chapter 3. The Witch's Cabin. The whispers led them to an old, decrepit cabin hidden among the trees. The air was thick with an unnatural chill, and the ground was littered with bones and remnants of old rituals. Inside, they found symbols etched into the walls and an ancient book bound in human skin.
I can't resist. I have to see what's inside this book.
Lila, unable to resist, opened the book and began to read aloud. The whispers grew louder and the cabin seemed to come alive.
Lila, stop. This isn't safe.
But it was too late. The forest around them erupted into chaos, and the ground shook violently. The book burst into flames, and a spectral figure emerged from the shadows. The witch.
You should not have come here. Now you will never leave.
The witch's haunting words echoed through the forest as the friends realized the true horror of the Whispering Forest. Chapter 4. The Curse. The witch's hollow eyes bore into them as she spoke in a language they couldn't understand. A wave of darkness enveloped the friends, and they found themselves separated, each facing their own personal nightmare.
No, it can't be you.
Mark was haunted by the ghost of his deceased sister.
This isn't real.
Jenny was tormented by a twisted version of her childhood home.
Get away from me!
Sam was chased by monstrous creatures through an endless maze. Lila, however, was confronted by the witch herself.
I was betrayed and killed by the villagers centuries ago. I cursed this forest to take vengeance on their descendants. Now you have a choice. Join me in my eternal suffering or sacrifice your friends to break the curse.
Chapter 5. The Struggle.
I will never abandon my friends.
Lila refused to abandon her friends and fought against the witch's control. She realized that the only way to break the curse was to destroy the witch's remains, hidden somewhere in the forest. Using the symbols from the book, she managed to locate the witch's grave.
Jenny, Sam, we need to stick together.
Meanwhile, Mark, Jenny, and Sam battled their own fears, trying to find each other in the labyrinth of horrors. Reunited, they faced the witch together.
We can do this together.
The spirits of the forest, bound by the curse, tried to stop them, but the friends' determination and love for each other proved stronger. They managed to burn the witch's remains, and the forest erupted into blinding light. Chapter 6. The Aftermath. As the light faded, the forest returned to its natural state. The whispers ceased, and the oppressive atmosphere lifted. The friends, exhausted but alive, made their way back to the village. The curse was broken, and the souls trapped in the forest were finally free. The villagers, grateful but wary, welcomed the friends back. They vowed to protect the forest and ensure that no one else would suffer the same fate. The witch's cabin was destroyed, and the forest became a place of remembrance and respect. Epilogue. The Legacy. Years passed, and the story of the Whispering Forest became a legend, told around campfires to warn and to remember. Lila, Mark, Jenny, and Sam remained close. their bond strengthened by their harrowing experience. They dedicated their lives to studying and protecting the supernatural, ensuring that no other curses would go unnoticed.